Okay, we're straight up driving into the woods now. No street lights here. This is what we're met with. Private drive, residents and guests only, no outlet. So that's where I'm driving into right now. I'm kind of getting a little bit creeped out. Alright, so the car I'm going to pick up is the RTX 3060 Ti. This is the EJ-XC model, so it's a pretty basic model. And this one I was able to find on OfferUp for $250. It's only listed a couple of days ago, and it's pretty much the only 3060 Ti in my area that is listed at somewhat fair price. Now, to be honest, if I could have, I would have wanted to pay less. I think these aren't worth that much more, especially used, given how old they are now. I personally don't value them at much more than like 225 bucks. But, you know, NVIDIA cards being NVIDIA cards, it still holds its value. So this one's going for $250, and it's better than anything else I could find in my local area or online. Like, I was checking eBay, they're still going for easily, you know, 275 bucks there, and then I had to pay tax. So that would have been like a $300 card, which I definitely don't think is worth it. In my own local area, of the cards listed, most of them are around like 275 to 300. So this one just being listed a couple of days ago, I got pretty lucky finding it pretty early so that I can grab it. Now, I don't even want the 3060 Ti at all for, like, you know, my own uses or to put into a build for like friend or family or anything like that. But I kind of have to get it because I'm going to be doing a video covering the RTX 4060 Ti. I think it is good to show the generational difference from the two cards of supposedly equal tiers from the previous generation to this one. Picking this up down in Redmond, and if you are familiar with, you know, Washington cities and geography, Redmond, the north part of Redmond is not too far away from me where I live in Lynnwood. It would have only been like 25 minutes maybe to get there. But this person, they're listed in Redmond technically, but they're actually located a little bit more east. What was supposed to be like a 20 to 25 minute trip before they gave me the address, I thought in my head it was gonna be that short. Now it's like a 45-minute trip to get to their house and then 45-minute back. So an hour and a half round trip, which is a little bit further than I would typically want to do, especially since this isn't a part that I necessarily want, or it's not necessarily like a super good deal. It's not as motivating, unfortunately, but hopefully you know, I record these anyways, so hopefully this becomes an interesting video. It's mostly the interaction, right? I could pick up the most boring thing ever, but it depends on the seller and my interaction with them whether or not it makes for an entertaining video that is worth uploading and worth you guys' time to watch. So we'll see. Yeah, I still got, how long? I still got 20 minutes left in my trip. Okay, we're straight up driving into the woods now. No street lights here. Pretty far away from like any major like stores or landmark. I don't see any houses right now. This is straight up like a cabin in the woods. So let's see what we end up getting here. And now we're at a private, look at this. Yeah, see, if you look around, we're kind of like in a foresty area, and this is what we're met with. I'm gonna blur the signs and all the addresses and stuff, but private drive, residents and guests only, no outlet. So that's where I'm driving into right now. I'm kind of getting a little bit creeped out, but we'll see. Alright. Alright, looks like we're here. Huh? I have everything set up. I can test it in my car.
I'll just bring it over to you.
Yep. Thanks for being able to meet pretty quickly, by the way.
Yeah. That's pretty wild, man.
You're a bit out further than, when you said first at Redmond, right?
Yeah, you think downtown.
I'm like, okay, just right off 405. And then I actually put in the GPS, I was like, because I'm up in Lynnwood, closer to Mukilteo, and it was like 45 minutes. I was like, oh, well, I wasn't expecting that. So, yeah, sorry I was a little bit late.
Oh, I'm sorry I'm out here in the morning. It's nice out here, but I like your rig, man. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I do this quite a bit, so it helps to be able to test and verify, just because, you know, if something goes wrong, we don't know on whose end it happened, right?
Actually, I kind of appreciate it.
So it saves you the trouble, because if something is wrong with it, for whatever reason, we don't have to deal with the back and forth and all that. Are you a PC gamer by chance, or?
Well, used to be. I'm getting kind of old.
Uh-huh.
But, and I don't have as much time either as I used to. Running two 6900s in my desktop right now.
Oh, AMD. Okay, yeah. Interesting.
I've always been an AMD fan.
Their newest release, the 7600, which is $300, people aren't too happy with. I haven't had a chance to play with it yet.
That's exactly right. Everybody's saying get off and go swap over. That's what everybody's saying.
Yeah, so we'll see. They need to still flush out their current generation of cards right now. They're halfway through releasing everything. So once that all falls and then the prices like kind of stabilize, we'll see who ends up being the better value. So I like buying and selling a lot of used stuff because, you know, used hardware still has plenty of life left in it, but it takes a pretty nice discount in terms of price, right?
You're still getting basically the same caliber.
Yeah.
You know,
just no warranty, which I'm fine with.
Yeah, and if you don't need, look, to be blunt, most people aren't running. You know, everybody has to have, like, my nephew's building the latest system, and I'm like, dude, you're not gaming at a level that's really
exactly.
I mean, if you're doing 3D modeling or if you're doing AI, then I can totally get it. You know,
yeah.
You have to go up to the bigger cards.
Okay, so card starts right up. I'm just gonna hit the benchmark real quick and just look at temps and everything, make sure there's no artifacting or anything weird. I don't expect it to be. Usually when I do this, it works out fine. I have had a couple of times where it kind of glitched out and acted weird, but I was able to figure it out and still buy the part. So
well, I'm not worried either way. I mean, I don't want to sell it to somebody if it's a shit card. So do you build systems or do you just sell the parts as they are?
I build systems. I build and test systems. I'm actually getting ready to test the 4060 Ti, and a good card to have to kind of see what NVIDIA's like performance boost for generation is this card.
No
it's like
kidding.
The direct here, right? So I have a 4060 Ti, but I don't keep NVIDIA cards on hand because I don't want to just like hoard a bunch of hardware if I don't need it. So yeah, so I'm just grabbing this card so I can test it, and then
you'll dump it yourself.
Yeah, I mean, I will either sell it or put it into a system, because 250, I can still build like a $700-800 system for like either friends or family, because I always have people coming to me looking for like PC builds. Sure, I'm like the PC guy. I'm the guy, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'll find a use for it for sure. But for me personally, I do not care about the 3060 Ti. I only care about it in relation to the 4060 Ti.
About that you're just doing a baseline, but
yeah, because you would hope to see a big percentage increase in performance testing this against the other one, but we'll see.
Do you log it out or post it? Or
yes, so I am a content creator. You probably noticed by the GoPro on my chest. I am a content creator on YouTube, so my channel is called Nerd on a Budget. So I try to help people like learn how to build computers while like saving money or getting the most value out of their dollar spent. So
cool, man.
Yeah,
that's actually pretty slick.
Yeah, so that's why I have like all this.
You basically pay for the card anyway, because you're gonna.
It depends on the viewership on YouTube is so up and down right now. So it depends. If the video takes off, if it's interesting, then yeah. If it's not, then I usually enjoy making it anyways, and putting into a system, I can always get my money back. So I'm not too worried there.
Because I've always been worried about buying used cards.
Yeah.
You know, because you don't know what. Much of anything about it. You take the card, you stick it in the box.
Exactly.
And I build my own systems, or at least the last one. I think I'm done my last one. But I don't think I'll be doing it anymore.
Would you just be buying pre-builts from that point out, or are you just
I just think it's bad. Yeah, we'll see how you do when you're 56, like I am.
Okay.
It just kind of gets past you a little bit.
Okay, well, I mean, yeah, numbers are good as expected. The card wasn't making any funky noises, didn't display anything odd that I wasn't expecting. This is exactly how it's advertised, so I'm good with it here. So I'm gonna shut down, and then I can get you paid.
And I'll take, if you're cool, I mean, I'm sure you're cool with it, but I'll take 20 bucks off because you had to drive down here, and I know that's a pain in the ass.
Oh, thank you. Are you sure you're okay with that?
Yeah, I totally am.
Okay.
You know, it's sort of funny to me. OfferUp is like a shit show.
It really is, yeah.
I'm like, I don't know how much more I want to put on there because it's just like people, they don't show up. They're like rude. It's like,
yeah, I've had my fair share of, so one of the things I do on my channel is, I record like the deals that I get and deals that I do and stuff like that. Which, by the way, are you okay with with me? Okay, making this a video. But yeah, my last one that I did, the guy, he totally slept in. It was a Sunday, and I stood outside his house for like 20 minutes just knocking on his door because I knew he was home. It's just he didn't confirm that morning, and then I got to his place, which was in Bellevue. Yeah, so
people suck.
It's stuff like that that sucks, but then it's interactions like this where I'm like, okay, there are people who want to, like, you know, do proper transactions and be professional about it. So
sweet.
Okay, so let me pay. So that would be $230.
That's right.
All right.
You got a efficient car, that ought to help you with the gas.
Yeah.
45 minutes. I always feel bad when people think they're going to downtown Redmond and then they're like, dude, you're out there. But what you can't see is on the backside of our house, we're looking right at the mountains. So it's like, this is gem back here. It's pretty cool.
All right, the payment is sent. Okay.
We're all set.
All right, sweet. I think we are good to go. So
all your stuff. I don't want to leave it on your car.
Yeah.
Scuff you up. Hey, it's good meeting you.
Yep. Good meeting you as well.
Thanks a lot for coming out this way. Enjoy it.
For sure.
Watch out for somebody.
All right. Take it easy. Have a good night. All right, so that pretty much worked out as good as I could have hoped for. And yeah, dude turned out super nice. Card worked just fine, so that's good. He gave me a discount, and yeah, it's funny because coming here, I was getting kind of sketched out. Let me back out and then I can show you as I'm driving out. But I was getting sketched out because of how deep into the woods we were driving. But yeah, let me show you what we're driving to and from. All right, so I'm back home now, and here is the card in question. So here's some closer up shots of it. It's in really good condition, super clean. So that's nice. Oop. Oh geez, what am I, Linus now? But yeah, I wasn't able to show the details of it with the GoPro, but yeah, I'm really happy with the condition of this card, and I'm really happy that he gave me a discount out of nowhere at the end there of 20 bucks off. So 230. I'm pretty happy about it now, even though I wasn't super excited going into the deal. But yeah, the seller was super chill, super nice, had a really good conversation, so hopefully y'all enjoyed watching that. And I mean, to be honest, driving there, when I started driving away from like the cities and the lights and like the neighborhoods and stuff, going into the woods, I was getting pretty sketched out. Most of the deals I do usually do in public places, and as we got further and further away, all these weird intrusive thoughts were coming into my head like, oh man, I'm about to get killed out here. But it all worked out in the end. But yeah, I'm going to be testing this against this 4060 Ti. By the time this pickup video comes out though, you would have already seen a video drop on my channel with the 4060 Ti. Just the way this all works out, I'm just going to release this pickup whenever, you know, I have an opening in my schedule, because this is kind of like more timeless. You guys are watching more for the interaction rather than the actual part, hopefully, that I'm picking up. But yeah, let me know down in the comments below if you guys picked up any good used PC hardware recently. I always love hearing about your deals. And what do you think of this card for 230 bucks? No tax, no shipping, just 230 bucks out the door. But I look forward to hearing about all your deals down in the comments. I want to thank you all for supporting the channel. Thanks to the channel members, as always, for their above and beyond support. Be safe out there, and I'll see you next video and or stream. Bye-bye.